coffee. Hey Ghouligans, welcome back to my channel. It is Amy, your Punkin-spiced Hufflepuff. If you're new here, welcome on in. We are fully into 2023. If you can't tell, I did take a little bit of a hiatus from making videos. End of the year always brings so much. We had a lot of family staying with us. Basically, we had somebody in our house for a solid 2.5 months over the end of the year there, the holidays. January is my birthday month, so spent a lot of time just kind of celebrating with family and friends and taking in that time and not trying to succumb to a lot of pressure, if that makes sense, but just really trying to spend that time. My voice is a little bit edgy today, better me today. You have to forgive me, I am getting over an illness, but it's okay, I'm feeling much better. So let's go ahead and get on into it. For today's video, it is a rainy, gloomy day outside. I got the fireplace going in the background, if you can't tell. So today I thought it would be fun. We are entering February of 2023, which is insane, but it's Halloween month, so that's excellent. But I wanted to do a cozy, spooky board game video, if that makes sense. So here are just some board games from my collection that I have that just invoke this sense of cozy, but also that spooky October-y feel to me. And some of them even have a hint of nostalgia. So that's always fun. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the first game. It is the smallest of the ones I have here, so that's why I'm starting with it. Lost in the Woods. If you have been here on my channel, you've actually heard me talk about this game before. I love this game. I actually got it Halloween decor hunting. It's a miscellaneous Halloween item, or I think it's Halloween-y just because it is Headless Horseman, Sleepy Hollow based. So this game, it's just a solo adventure card game. It's very small. You could put it in your bag, your purse, your pocket. You can take it with you. It's just a way to kind of kill time wherever you're at, just yourself. It can take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, just depending on how you play. But what you're doing is you play as Ichabod Crane, and you're trying to get from the bridge to your house safely. And the whole time, the Headless Horseman is chasing you. So there's a lot of little things that can happen, but it's a lot of fun. So again, it is Lost in the Woods. And here's an example of some of the cards on the back. So there's like the covered bridge. There's a scarecrow, which are cards that can either help or hinder you on your journey. And then there's the man of the hour, the Headless Horseman, and he is chasing you the entire time. But it's a lot of fun. It's not scary at all. If you don't like scary, it's just got that, like I said, spooky, cozy, October-y, homey feel to it. The next game that I'm going to go with is a child-friendly game. I'll say the next 3 are very child-friendly that I'll go into. But this one, and again, if you've been here, I have talked about this game before. It is the Tea Dragon Society. Now this particular one is the Autumn Harvest edition. So there's a regular Tea Dragon Society game, and then there's this one, which is Autumn Harvest. The mechanics are very similar to Tea Dragon Society if you played that. It just adds in more dragons, a few more components, but the artwork is just spectacular. Look at these little guys. So the whole thing of this game is you're raising your tea dragon, you're showing it love, you're building your friendship with it, and the more connected and the more, like, the higher you can build your friendship with your tea dragon, is how you win, basically. So being a good friend is how you advance in this game. But it's so cute. It's so cozy. You're literally creating tea, serving tea, building friendship with these little dragon guys. It's so cute, but it's easy to learn. So again, it's very kid friendly. So you don't have to worry about if you're worried about violence at all with your kids, or if it's too hard for kids to pick up. This is a great one. Like I said, just cute, wholesome, cozy, but it's still got that autumn feel to it. And the instruction manual in here comes in the form of like, it looks like a comic book. It's so cute. And there are graphic novels that, I don't know if the graphic novels came first or the game came first. I honestly don't know. But the graphic novels are equally as cute, and you get more of a story going that way. My next game, also kid friendly, as well as nostalgia. Hocus Pocus, the board game. Now, I love Hocus Pocus. I watch it every year. I also love the second one. I know not everybody did, and that is fine. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun watch. But the game is just so cute. One, I love the box that it's in because it looks like a book. So you can see the whole thing just looks like a book. It's got this tentacle coming out. Now, I do think they should have made this look like Winifred's book, honestly. I feel like that's kind of a missed opportunity, but that's all right. It's still super cute, and you can even leave this out as a decoration itself. But in this game, you are working cooperatively. So again, if that's something that you like to do, the cooperative games with your kids or just family friends, it is a cooperative game. You are working together to stop the Sanderson sisters from building that potion. You're protecting the kids of Salem. It's just a lot of fun and nostalgia building. It's got all the characters in there that are beloved from the first movie. This came out before the second movie, so it doesn't really touch on the second one at all. But it's a lot of fun. There's a little Binks mover in there, a little wooden Binks mover. It is just really cute and cozy and nostalgia. All the October spooky cozy vibes. Probably just because I'm obsessed with the movie, but this one brings it to me. Next game that I have, again, also kid-friendly, family-friendly, and more nostalgia, the Haunted Mansion. So this game is a lot of fun as well. It is another licensed game, but in this one, you are playing within the Haunted Mansion itself. This kind of shows what the setup would look like. In the middle, that is Madame Leota's room. And Madame Leota is actually, you want to go into the seance room to kind of gather things to help you throughout your trek through the Haunted Mansion. Because remember, there's always room for one more at the Haunted Mansion. And these hitchhiking ghosts travel around the board while you and your co-players are also traveling around the board. And if you become more haunted, because things happen to you while you're playing that will affect, almost like in some games where you can have your sanity affected. It's similar to that, where you just start to become haunted. The more haunted you become, it's possible you might become the next guest at the Haunted Mansion. So that one's a lot of fun. And also, again, nostalgia, kid-friendly, cozy October. We're all wanting it. And moving on, this next game is one that I don't think a lot of people have heard of, and I've not heard a lot of people talk about it. I love it. It is called Cryptid. It is one that is very easy to pick up and to learn. I play this with my whole family, and not everybody is extremely board game oriented. So the fact that it's an easy learn and easy to pick up was very, very helpful. So the board game itself, the game board, looks similar to kind of Catan with those hexagon shapes, or I don't know. I haven't had enough coffee. I don't know if those are hexagons. Let's have coffee. The game, it just reminds me a bit of Catan with the setup or the layout of the board. But each zone is a different like terrain. So you have like mountains, you have desert, mountains, desert, you have forest, you have water, things like that. And so how this works is each of you are working as basically a cryptozoologist, and you each have a different clue as to where the cryptid is or could be. And so you keep your clue a secret, and you're trying to gather as much information from your co-players as to what their clue is, while also trying to keep your clue as secret as you can. Now, there's no lying or deception, but there is honest. Sorry about that. A neighbor's dog just ran up. But anyway, there is no lying or deception, but there is honest misdirection. So you're basically trying to throw people off the scent of your clue as much as you can without lying, and gather as much information from your co-players as you can as to what their clue is. Because if you are able to properly guess exactly where the cryptid is, then you win. So that's how this game works. It's a lot of fun. So there's some sleuthing, there's some misdirecting, but it's all in good fun. So Cryptid, I would highly recommend it. And it's not a set cryptid, it's just called the Cryptid. So if you want to have even more fun with it, you can just pick whichever cryptid you want it to be and do a whole little backstory on the cryptid. That can make it a little bit more interesting too. The final game of today, again, has a big dose of nostalgia for me, and hopefully for all my fellow Slayers out there. We have Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the board game. So in this game, it is a cooperative game. You are working to help Buffy protect Sunnydale as much as you can. What's great about this game, so here's the board. Each of these little areas, those are different locations within Sunnydale. So like the school, Buffy's house, for example, things like that. And then you have the different big bads. So like there's the master, you'll see there's different big bads that you can draw that you have to defend Sunnydale against. What's cool is this can be up to 6 players, but you can also play it as a solo campaign. So that's pretty cool too. If you don't have anybody to play with, you don't need them. You can play it by yourself, and you could be Buffy if you want. So that's a lot of fun, as well as just the dose of nostalgia that this gives me. I love Buffy, and I rewatch this series, maybe not every year, but every couple of years I rewatch it. I have made my boyfriend watch it. You know that if you're in my life and I have not made you sit through at least one episode of Buffy, if you come to my house for an extended period of time, if I've not made you sit through at least one episode of Buffy, then we need to talk. But I just love that show. I highly recommend if you've not watched it. The first few seasons is a little bit older, but it's still great. It's very, 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 very entertaining. What's going on? What? 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 I don't see, there's nothing out there. It's raining. There must be a rain ghost out there that I don't see. But, so anyway, I would recommend any of these games. I will list them in the link below. I will find different places where they're for sale. I'm assuming most of them are for sale on Amazon, but I will find links and list them below. So that way you don't have to do the work. I'll go ahead and do it for you. But again, highly recommend all of these games. They're not super hard. The most complicated one is probably the Buffy the Vampire Slayer one. But again, if you can do it as a solo campaign, if you're a Buffy stan, still highly recommend. All the rest of them, just those super cozy feels, as well as just like getting you into that snuggly October nostalgia realm. We all want to be there. I know we do. If you play any of these, or if you have played any of these, please let me know. I would love to know if you've played any of these, or if you would like to. Comment down below. Let me know if you have, or if you're looking to add any of these to your collection. Love to chat about it. or if you have any recommendations that I didn't talk about today, let me know. I'm always up for some new games to add into my collection and play, especially on days like today where it's rainy and just cozy, snuggly weather. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate you haunting my channel. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up on the video to like it. If you would like to be notified of any future content that I upload, again, anything geeky, spooky, a lot of little stops in between, remember to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so that it notifies you when I do upload. Thank you all again, and I'll see you next time.